The trial of Olisa Metuh, a former publicity secretary of the opposition People's Democratic Party, has been adjourned to May 22nd. This is after the spokesman collapsed in court on Monday. Metuh is facing trial for alleged diversion of 400 million naira received from the office of the former National Security Advisor, Sambo Dasuki. On Monday, his doctor testified in the trial to explain why Metuh, needs to be flown abroad for treatment. Tunji Olanikbekun has the rest of the story.
Cross-examination of witnesses in the ongoing trial of former PDP National Publicity Secretary Olisa Metuh was stalled on Monday again because Metuh slipped and fell down in the courtroom while attempting to enter the witness box. The court was forced to go on a recess for about 25 minutes while medical doctors from the Federal High Court Health Facility were called to assess the situation. The doctor recommended that Metuh be allowed for proper medical examination in the hospital. Justice Okon Aban, after the recess, intends to continue the sitting. At this time, counsel to Olisa Metuh, Emeka Etiaba SAN, told the court that he will withdraw from the case.
When the first defendant was called, as was customary before today, he made his way to the dock. And probably the judge saw the difficulty he was encountering going to the dock, which was about 2 steps away from where he sat. I'm trying to be very graphic. 2 steps away from the dock was where he sat. He had made a second step. It was just for him to enter the dock, and he now turned because he now had the judge saying, "Go back and sit." As he was turning, what I now found was that he was on the floor. The court excused itself and went in, and when the court resumed, the court sought to know the testimonies of the court clerks and the registrar. And after announcement of appearances, I sought to also give my own version of what happened, because the sequence of what happened was not what the court officials actually said. Medical personnel from the Federal High Court was invited, and 2 nurses and a medical doctor came in at the instance of the court registrar, invited them, and all this while Chief Olisa Metuh was on the floor. And he was actually in pain, shouting, and the doctors examined him, and as they were still examining him, the court made its way back to court. And then, after announcing appearances and all protocols, the court said we should go on with the trial. The court insisted that I should call my witness. I called my witness, and I said to the court, at this point, I'll withdraw from this trial, because I cannot be representing a man whose health status I don't know. I don't know whether he's alive or he's dead.
Prosecuting counsel Silvanus Chaha did not object to the adjournment for Metuh to get proper medical treatment.
I understand the frustration of everybody in this matter. After the last proceedings, this case was adjourned for today, Monday 21st, up to Friday. Here we are with a situation on ground. As you must have witnessed, if you were in court earlier on when the case was called, the defendant attempted making his way into the dock, but the judge, seeing that he was using a walking aid, publicly announced that the defendant should remain where he was without attempting to enter the dock. But I think he had made up his mind to go into the dock, and along the way, he slipped and fell down. So when I was asked if I was opposed to what the medical doctor said, of course, as a prosecutor, I owe this trial the highest sense of responsibility as a prosecutor. The Administration of Criminal Justice Act is clear. A defendant can only stand trial while he's before the court.
Justice Okon Aban took a swipe on Emeka Etiaba for being rude to the court and adjourned the matter to Tuesday, 22nd of May, 2018. From Abuja, Tunji Olanikbekun, TV360 News.